Hi guys, JesterArke back again with some more Elite Dangerous. Okay, let's bring up this game screen. Loading, loading, loading. Wonderful. Okay, everything should be displaying. It seems to be brilliant. Okay. So we're on a planet currently. I want to go check out the nav point to begin with. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now we want to head back towards the star. Womack Hub. Have a look at the system map. Would it be worth coming in and mining here a bit? Obviously not yet, we don't have our mining vessel completely built up. Hector Junk, an elite asp explorer. Interesting. He would kick our butts. Most likely. We may even just jump somewhere else, to be honest. Oh, we have got a few ships flying around. Dangerous? Dangerous? I'm assuming that's the other wingman. No, it's not. Okay, well in that case, let's go say hello. Get things started off with a dangerous target. It won't be worth a great deal because it's only an adder. Yeah, 17,000. Gaining on us, well, gaining distance on us at the moment, though hopefully we should be able to close up fairly quickly once we get out into slightly more open space. Okay. Still getting distance on us. And now we're starting to close in again. It's heading roughly in the direction we wanted to go as well, which is, you know, somewhat useful. And here we go. Fingers crossed the kill warrant scanner will show a decent number of credits that are owed on bounties elsewhere for this guy. Or girl. Yep. Come on. Don't be a douche.
Hull integrity compromised.
And we'll go. Damn, they have got chaff. Really hoping the connection is stable, by the way. Unfortunately, as has been the case of late, Restream and YouTube are not cooperating amazingly well.
Under attack. Warning. Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
Interesting. Guessing that is to do with a module. Come on, get nice and close. Once we can chew through that shield, we should find the combat a bit easier, as far as actually taking him out. Definitely gonna have to put another pip over here. Okay. Wait for the chaff to sort of disperse a bit. And straight back into it. Yes, that's what I'm hoping. I really should look up what the most effective range is for all of these weapons. Yeah, big thing on today's to-do list is pretty much going to be finishing delivering the gold to that engineer. I want to get access to what they've got. If anybody specifically on YouTube, although to a lesser extent Mixer as well, is having any problems viewing this, please let me know. Obviously, under most circumstances, we wouldn't use things like the multi-cannons when the shields are up. Only reason I sort of really am, as you may have seen the spark just then, is to do with the mods that are in place. Which just sort of let us do a little bit more damage than we would normally through the shields. Okay, local feds have arrived. There we go. So it did go up a little bit. Got about an extra, what, 24 grand out of it. And that's what we wanted.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Clean. Well, that's a pity. Hope everybody in chat is, or not in chat obviously, but hopefully everybody watching is doing well. Trust me to be already misjudging distances. Hooray! No. As much as I want to go after them. I'm not going to push my limits too far today. We'll do a little bit of bounty hunting at the nav beacon. Nothing too hectic. It's yeah, we'll grab him first. As is usual, we're not going in for, you know, the purpose of making a huge amount of money through insane combat. I'm just flying around, smacking some people around a bit. Probably getting smacked around a bit myself. Hopefully not too much though.
Integrity compromised. Scan detected.
Okay, up speed.
Under attack.
And this is how we make friends in Elite Dangerous.
Target shields offline.
Come back, little ship.
Target shields online.
Hello, Willogs. How are we doing tonight?
Target shields offline.
And it's dead.
Target
Sploosh.
destroyed.
Okay. The heck am I going? That way.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And there we go. Slow it down so we don't overshoot. Well, so we don't overshoot again more accurately, I suppose. Alright, City Skylines vid wasn't getting many views. I actually had another buddy, another YouTuber buddy of mine, literally maybe 30 minutes ago saying the exact same thing about City Skylines. I'll say to him exactly the same thing I'm telling you now. It's one of those games that sometimes is received amazingly well, and then other times, for no apparent reason, nobody wants to watch it. It's a very, very, very hit and miss game as far as making content's concerned, I've seen. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, from what I've seen of it and whatnot, but yeah. Just one of those ones that sometimes people are into and sometimes they're not. So I wouldn't take it too... No, don't take it to heart or anything like that. There we go. I've seen channels that have literally made them a name for themselves from that game. And then all of a sudden they'll come back to it and they just get no love whatsoever for it. Keep that in mind, yeah. Cool. Hrothgar Feldspar. It's always odd seeing the Federal ships not hostiles. Ooh, hopefully this vulture is. Please be a really high level vulture. No, it's not.
Scan detected.
I came here because the security in this area wasn't meant to be that high. And yet I'm seeing copious numbers of security vessels. Okay. It's strange though, because if you look at the chat up there, and I'll bring it back up. One of the Alliance enforcers. Damn, you're useless to me. They said this sector was rich pickings, what gives? So even the law enforcement and stuff, they're sort of making it sound like they're open to pirating. Which is a bit worrisome. There we go. He's deployed his hard points. We are not going to get much from this guy. He's a pissy little sidewinder. But we'll blow him up anyway. Back towards the nav beacon. Yeah, 2,500 credits for it. Seriously, sidewinders are hardly worth it, especially when you start taking ammunition expenditure into account. I really should have taken him out with just lasers, realistically. Okay. I'm gonna make friends with him and his buddy. I'm pretty sure his buddy's another sidewinder. You.
Target shields offline.
Okay. Everyone else is going to get involved in this fight now too.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Target shields offline.
Teeny tiny itty bitty little health in him. And it's gone. Yeah, his buddy's getting blown to hell.
Target destroyed.
My guess. Maybe not. No, he's not. Okay, cool. Well. No. None of this surging away, buddy. Why can't we be friends? Damn it. He didn't want to be friends. The albatross. Okay. Scanning the nav beacon. Lots of scrap and bits and pieces from the stuff we just blowed up. None of it's overly useful to us right at this exact second, though. Mind you, the piddly little bounties aren't exactly overly useful to us either. Okay. Jagged Court. Damn it. Looks like we're almost going to be stuck fighting little teeny ships. And that one's out of range. As I said before, I do think the detection range should be a little bit higher.
Scan detected.
Especially seeing as though I am playing with a, you know, overly upgraded vessel. Not like I'm some tiny little sidewinder. With nothing components. Friggin' sideys and haulers. Means these guys are going to be harmless too, because they're in his wing. We'll scan them anyway, though, for the potential scan information. Imperial Clipper. Go on, buddy. Make it worth our while, please. Ah, finally. Oh, and it's got a wingman. Even better. We'll slow it down. There we go. Get our scan done. Hopefully we'll get it scanned. It'll get close. And we'll start shooting. I do have to scan his buddy though as well. Might make sense to get rid of that eagle.
Scan detected.
Good.
Target
Trap balls. Trap balls. Feds are going to try and steal my kill. Okay. Yourself with the chaff launcher. Get close enough and it doesn't matter. Move some pips over to our shields. Come on. Couple more hits and he'll be done.
Target destroyed.
As such. I might grab that one.
Cargo scoop deployed.
So we've got to be moving at under 40. And there we go.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Sorry about that. Didn't quite mute the mic in time.
Scan detected.
Who are you, Richard? Oh, there we go again.
Target shields offline.
Okay.
Target shields online.
Well, that's not very nice.
Scan detected. Target shields offline.
Come on.
Scan detected.
And he's done.
Target destroyed.
Where's that one? Really only grabbing the rare bits and bobs at the moment. Not that I'm even particularly using them, but still.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Hello, Chris. How are we doing this evening? This morning, whichever is applicable.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Okay. And we'll make our way back to the nav beacon again. Got a kill back on the way. Nope. Going great. Exploring, getting your triple elite. Nice. Nice. Mighty weapons, rapid pulse laser. Yeah, I've got all of them are all modded up. I've got to. I do have to go do some more work to them, but yeah. I'm somewhat happy with them. Not amazingly, but somewhat. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to increase my power capability before I can do too much more as far as my weapons are concerned. But yes, definitely. Definitely. The fact that my main... Piss off. My main multi-cannon as well self-reloads as I'm firing. Definitely also helps. Yeah, the fact that I don't have to stop and manually reload it, or, well, obviously not manually, but yeah, I don't have to stop and reload it is brilliant. Hey, Ted.
Scan detected.
Nice to meet you.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Okay, the bleed through. Oops, shit. The bleed through that they get from my laser straight to the hull. Like, obviously it doesn't do a lot, but it certainly does make it nice. They're more powerful than before. That's the hope. Like, obviously I still, yeah, got a lot to do. I've got to work out maximum, like, most efficient distances.
Target shields offline.
Well, and how the hell did my shield survive that?
Under attack.
See, it seems superfluous even trying to attack from that distance.
Integrity compromised. Shields offline. Canopy compromised. Target shields offline.
Okay. Come on, there's a whole bunch of feds there. How have they taken this long to help me take it down?
Target shields online.
That's right, we should just get that bounty. And there we go.
Target destroyed. Shields online.
Oh, really? Really, really? Just in time for other ships to show up that could be fun to fight. Fine. Actually, what is around as far as bits? Meh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Better go do some repairs, I suppose.
4, 3.
Structurally, obviously, there's still a fair bit of health in me, but the fact that my canopy's kind of cracked. It's one thing I've noticed about the Asp in general, and possibly the only real, I'd say the only real downside I find with them is their canopies tend to be very, very exposed, I believe. Yeah, it's a big cockpit, that's it. I mean, the simple fact that it's just entirely open. It's just begging to have a hole blown in it. Damn it, and both of those would be ones I could chase too. Okay. So yeah, we didn't get much out of that in general. I didn't expect to though, as I've mentioned before. It really is just for a bit of fun. I scratch my eye for one moment and overshoot the destination again. Man. Okay. I know I have mentioned the direct hit cannon instant break those. Yeah, it is not pleasant. One thing I have mentioned before, and I'll mention again, I really do hope they eventually do release the military ASP. Even if it's just sort of to get it, see what they've done with it, or how they've done it. Be interesting to see what sort of approach they take to it. Although, from what I was reading, unlike the Cobras and the Vipers, which are obviously Mach 3 and Mach 4s, the only references I can find to the military ASPs were Mach 2s. Well, admittedly, they may have been a design that was created after the Cobras, which means they wouldn't be up to the same level. Or they could be a completely discontinued ideal. Current ASPs not seem to come out too easy to get wrecked by NPCs.
Lakon, Juliet Echo Sierra. This is Federal Flight Control. You're clear for approach. Ensure you submit a request before touching down, Commander.
Yeah, if I was going in for full-blown, full-on combat, they certainly wouldn't be my choice to kit out, I don't think. Not for combat-only vehicles, or crafts anyway.
Okay, Commander. Proceed to landing pad 30.
Landing gear deployed.
Yes, yes, it was. Okay. And there we go. The FDL is a great combat ship even now. Yeah. That is definitely one of the ones that seems to be the prime choice for a lot of people. Okay. Even when I played previously though, the Asp Explorer was or the Asp in general I think it was the largest I ever got to. Okay, contacts. Yeah, because that was totally worth it. Well, we had our bit of fun there, so let's go to the mission board. We came out of that only about literally 198 credits, 198,000 credits ahead of where we were to begin with. Even little things like maybe a some sort of mod for the cockpits, or I don't know. Don't know. Go to the mission board. We'll grab a few extra little things and then head back to where we need to be. Okay, 28 units of clothing to cookies. Cookies. They're both going to Howard Point, and that's just an easy 170. Eh. Just trying to weigh up values here. So that would give us 199 to roughly 200,000, so not a huge amount. Going to LHS 5333. We had another one for there, didn't we? Not a delivery, no. Okay. Well, we've got to head back towards Laxac anyway. And there's 5333 there, so we might even be able to nab both. Although that's 15 components. 187 in total. Opinion on the latest news from the Salome event? Have you heard them? I haven't, no. No. I've sort of not been paying a huge amount of attention to too many of the events and stuff. I probably should, but no. What's the general elevator pitch for it? Okay, grab that one. And we may actually still be able to grab the other two. No, we want CD22-12617. That was the other one we were looking at, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah. Premonition. Oh god. As much as it sort of, I don't know. It was mentioned there in the book for participation in the event. Written down history of Elite Dangerous course. Nice. I do kind of like the idea of events past being sort of documented and like stories written about and that sort of stuff. That this game lends itself amazingly well to that. Where I do kind of worry is that they're gonna, a lot of the fiction, fan fiction-y stuff that's going to start getting written is going to be sort of future tense, which is going to leave itself open to sort of getting picked apart, I think. If that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, there's rich in law. Make you going.
Touchdown sequence complete. You may disembark when ready. Good to have you, Commander.
Yes, as long as
Detach is good. You
as
are
long as they don't start
departure.
trying to write this is what's going to happen as opposed to this is what's happened. Did I want that one first? Or do I want that one first? Shouldn't really make a difference, to be honest.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Really hope everything's displaying properly. Restream, like the information that I get displayed on via Restream telling me how many viewers and stuff, what connections I've got made, all that sort of stuff is being very, very, very unstable at the moment. 1 second it's telling me there's none of yous there, the next thing it's telling me there's a few, and yep, it's telling me there's no one there now. Thankfully the information on screen at least seems to be correct. Actually, okay, stream health at least seems to be fairly stable, which is good. Let's see about you first. Hello, Hannibal. How are we doing on this fine day? Well, presumably fine. I'm going to say it's fine. In the grand scheme of things, it probably really isn't, but eh. Almost dead. Chris Platt. Okay. That's alright. I don't know if you saw the update message I put on Twitter a couple of hours ago, Hannibal. Back delete due to the story, Mystery 49 Rift, that event, uncover all those questions from past 2 years since the release. I hope they don't start rushing too much of it though. I'm not going after that fer de lance. There's a lot of ships here, but none of them are really anything we need to go after. Yeah, I hope to. Yeah. They've just got a habit of, like the company itself, got a habit of rushing things, I think. Rushing things unnecessarily. Which is never a good thing, because it never comes out as well as it should. Triply. Thank you very much for the host, Hannibal. Well, all in all, it seems the citizens of this particular system pay their parking fines. How very dull. He works. Could be a high security system, yeah. Yeah, more than likely. No. High security systems tend to be bad for NPC hunting, but pretty good for higher level PC hunting, I find. The pling thing for Mixer? Yes, yes indeed. Did you end up getting yours all set up and stuff yet, Hannibal? For the most part, I just copied my settings over from the Twitch and YouTube notifications. Yes, you did? Neat. Yeah, it's not like it was exactly a difficult thing. Come on. Change the color on yours. Red for YouTube, blue for Mixer, purple for Twitch. Nice. Any NPC, please fill up the instance. Yeah. As I said, like it's the high security zones make it great for PC hunting because, you know, for a player character to have a decent bounty on them in a system like this, it's usually got to be a huge bounty because they're constantly going to be fighting the feds as well.
Landing permission granted. Vectoring for approach to landing pad 3-8.
3-8. I haven't landed on one of these platforms for a while.
Landing gear deployed.
Captain, you're speeding! Please stop! Okay. What do we got? They're an agricultural commodities market. After getting my last elite rank in exploration, I think I'm going to take a break from elite for a while. Yeah, don't burn out on it. That's always horrible with a good game. Okay. Nothing worth getting there. They won't have anything we want. But while I'm here, we'll take a look. Okay. Okay. I don't think I've got any cartographics to sell, do I? No, not really. I haven't really done much in the way of that sort of it as yet. Hype and sale of Steam burned me out. And if you mean the Steam sale this time round, and I have not found anything even remotely fun or useful on it, to be honest. Mind you, I found that the last couple of Steam sales have been a bit lackluster. To me, obviously, that's personal opinion. Hello, Hein. Hopefully you're doing well.
Landing successful. Ship secured. Welcome, Commander. Ship released. Clear for departure.
It's only a little thing, but I really hope they fix that soon. I don't need to be welcomed aboard the station as I'm leaving. We'll stop off quickly at Satcher City, see if we can grab any quests going to where we need to go. If not, we'll just jump. Come on.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I think I need to change the font for the my follower and viewer counts. Admittedly, I'm looking at them on a much smaller screen. Like, I can't see them full screen at the moment, so they might look better for you guys, but it looks a bit blurred for me. I don't know. Maybe he's sharpening up or something. Steam sales, the worst nightmare, it kills your wallet. As I said, yeah, nothing overly appealing on there this time around for me. Like, most of my wish list is on sale, yes, but none of it for, you know, a discount that's really making it worthwhile for me. Like, none of it's any cheaper than it was a couple of weeks ago anyway. My apologies. We're gonna turn around. Yeah, Anvil. It's gonna be a Fed. Never mind. Waste of time. Okay. Yeah, ships everywhere. Dr. Baggy. Waiting for the XCOM 2 new expansion. It looks great. Yes, it does. It does indeed. I've got to get in and play a lot more XCOM 2. Literally, the time that I've spent streaming it is the only gameplay I've spent so far on it. So, I really haven't played very much of it. I don't know. I would like to keep streaming it, but on the same note, there's a lot of people out there doing like playing like Iron Man and stuff like that. I'm just trying to play it casually. I don't know. It seems to be a case of a lot of the community for the game gets a bit butthurt if people aren't playing on the maximum potential settings and, you know, most difficult to watch. And it's like, I don't want to. I just want to have a bit of fun with the game. Mind you, that seems to be the case in a lot of gaming communities, sadly, these days. The whole everything must be super competitive has just become a bit of a thing. There we go. Final matter, not the competition on stream. Yeah, where it gets a bit annoying is I've done a few games in the past where, yes, I have heaps of fun playing the game itself, but
this port operates under federal jurisdiction. You must submit a request before landing.
the community itself gets
Authorization
very toxic if you're not playing how they want you to, if that makes sense. And that in itself can make it very difficult to continue playing the game in that manner.
Landing gear deployed.
meters from touchdown.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it's It's hard to continue enjoying a game when you've got people in chat constantly sitting there going, oh, so-and-so is so much better than you. And it's like, dude, I don't care that they're better than me. You don't need to tell me. I'm just having fun as it is. Know the feel you mean, like back to enjoy? Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, that is, like, I don't know if you've been in the chat when I've had that broadcast message pop up. I've got a message that comes up, I think it's every 90 minutes or something. You know, saying suggestions are great. I'm open to suggestions, but don't sit there and tell me how to play a game. You know, it's... I want to make my own mistakes. I want to be able to go, yep, I probably shouldn't have done that. Learn from it for next time. Whimper Arsenal. Where's that one going to? CD22 12617. Not seeing any CDs. All street, yeah. As it like it's a very quick way of killing off from the stream, not necessarily like from the channel, not necessarily saying that I'm going to stop playing it personally, but it's a very quick way to get a game removed from the channel. Meh. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Same toxic community. Same community give same toxic spreading cans like 12-year-old kid whining. Okay. No, we'll probably never play Ark on the channel again. Bale and I both thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, we've burnt out a bit on it at the moment, but at the end of the day, as much as we enjoy playing it, the crap that sort of goes along with it, and it's like, you know what? No. We play it, we have fun, we play it our way. We don't really need to put up with the crap that goes along. HR6836, that's 154. It's only another 98. It's just in my head, I'm just trying to figure out whether or not there's going to be any deliveries worth picking up here. Is that... yeah. I'm going to say probably not. No, let's just get on with it. Too many kids watching while they're supposed to be studying.
Solid contact. Power down your engines. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander. Docking clamps retracted. You may leave when ready.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, one very apt example that I have given previously is that let's lock that in. I remember one of the times we were streaming, we had a guy come in, and yeah, I'm gonna guess kid, come in and start going on and on and on about how this particular other YouTuber was so much better than us because, you know, here we are live streaming, and keep in mind, like the last time we were playing, we had our difficulty set to 1000%. So wild dinos were taking, like, we're spawning anywhere up to level 1200 on the island. No other mods, so we had no mods in place to make the game easier. We had literally just jacked up the difficulty because, you know, a bit of a challenge. And this kid's come in bitching about how much we obviously suck because this other YouTuber in his 20-minute video had managed to tame, you know, a whole bunch of dinos and build himself a whole big house. Never mind that it was a, you know, super heavily modded server. Never mind the fact that it was a super heavily edited Let's Play video. And the dude had people helping him, you know. He was me. I don't even think Bale was playing that particular stream. It was me solo. And it just got to the point where you're like, you know what? If you can't tell the difference between an edited Let's Play video and someone doing a live stream, you've got no place anywhere on YouTube or Twitch or Mixer or any other gaming platform to watch, or any other streaming platform. But I've got no problem with modified. I keep saying modified. I've got no problem with edited videos, as long as it's made clear that, you know, that's what it is. But I don't know, when it's so ridiculously obvious that that's what it is, and people still think, you know, these highlight reels are all that a game is involved in a game. Ugh, I don't know. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating that I can't even get words out properly. Okay, no idea why he's whining and still say watching when he could just go to that channel. I know.
Juliet Echo Sierra, you are now in Federation space. Be advised,
probably trolling kids, yeah.
access to this station is by permission only.
Let's see.
Landing authorized. Assigned to landing pad 26.
Landing gear deployed.
Platform. The landing pad 26. Going to be at the front. It is. I don't know. I put a lot of it down to tall poppy syndrome. No. Or even just some weird sense of loyalty. I follow this person. I need to justify my following of this person by making everybody else seem more crap than they are. Okay.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Wonderful. Which means we should have some commodities to sell. Experienced that kind of troll before. You kind of kid because they're jealous. But you can achieve. Want to drag it down to their level of intelligence, yeah. Instead of just sort of saying, hey, cool, okay. This person's doing well, you know, I don't know. I've never understood the reasoning behind it. Okay. Let's see what's in our fitting. Didn't think they'd have a huge amount here. Only got to 4 Cs. What do we want? Littlewood Gateway? They're both Littlewood Gateway. Wonderful. Knowing my luck though, they're going to be the furthest stations from the star. Remember another one of the times we had someone coming in constantly saying that they wanted us to tame, I think it was a was the Bronto, and we had absolutely no need for a Bronto, right? It was going to serve us no purpose whatsoever, but we finally thought, okay, fine, you know, they want a Bronto so badly, we'll try and tame one. As I said, wild spawns were anywhere up to level 1200, so we're not going to tame anything that's not going to be able to compete with that. Found ourselves a nice, really high level Bronto. I think it was level, it was either 1000 or 1100 or somewhere around there. Overall, the entire taming process took something like 2.5, 3 hours. Obviously that means the taming time is sped up ridiculously, right? And they still bitched and whinged about how long it took. And it's like, are you serious? You've just asked us to tame this. Of course it's going to take a long time to tame. What do you want us to do about it?
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, but so-and-so tamed one in 20 minutes. Yes, the one so-and-so was taming was 1/10 of the size.
2, 1, engage.
Should try it. I don't know.
Incoming mission.
As I said, doesn't ruin the game, just ruins our desire to stream a game quite regularly. Okay, off to Littlewood Gateway. Drop off both of these missions. How much extra are we going to get for that? An additional 12.5 grand. Hi, and there are crazy people out there like me. Like, don't think yourself as crazy. You just wired up a little bit differently. and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That guy would be a bit out of my league at the moment. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being wired a bit differently. Come on. Okay, for anybody that's jumped in since I last stated sort of my goal at the moment, last couple of streams we've been steadily unlocking an engineers and kitting out a mining vessel. I want to get this engineer in this area unlocked. He needs 200 gold in total delivered to him. I'm literally just buying it, which means I need money, which I'm making very casually and slowly. But yeah, I think we're about halfway. Actually, no, we wouldn't even be halfway. How much have we delivered to him? I think we've delivered 64 units of gold out of 200. Come on.
Juliet Echo Sierra, observe docking reservation protocols. Submit a request before landing. Request approved. You are clear for approach to pad 3-5.
Landing gear deployed.
Woot. Are you still about at the moment, Hannibal, or have you gone lurking?
Do you have authorization to be inside the docking bay? Remember, loitering is a violation.
And there they are. Still cooking at the moment. Just quickly, you said you pre-ordered that game already, didn't you? A Munzen base. Shilling survey. Kendama. You did? Wonderful, wonderful. Which game? I don't know if we should say yet. Sort of a bit of a secret. There's another one for Kendama. Keep it a surprise. Okay. I'm thinking we might grab these ones heading over to Kadama. How far away is it? I mean, it's only 31.2 light years away. Crap. Minesweeper 2, exactly, Hannibal. You ruined the surprise. Competitive Minesweeper. It's the new esport. Scorpio sector, yay D150. Let's just grab these. Okay. Actually, that one's just beyond it. That should be a short jump from there to there, yeah? Okay, that's all the cargo capacity they've got to spare. Yeah, Hannibal's here? No, no. No, that's a figment of everybody's imagination. Hannibal's not really here. I'm sort of half tempted to transfer this. Okay. See if we can pick up a little bit more cargo going our way. These missions that just update? I think they did. Armor and Pinchy. Duh. Where's that one? A million miles in the wrong direction? Yeah, it's not going to be worth doing. Damn it. Oh, no, no. I did have another one for Pince. Or Picunci. That leaves us with... eight cargo. I was trying to figure out how to trade the cards. Okay. No, it's fun as is. Stop second guessing yourself, Jester. Okay, guys, I've been at it for a little over an hour and a half. I'm going to go for a bit of a leg stretch, and then we're going to go and do these deliveries. Please don't go anywhere. I will be back very shortly. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Thank you to everybody that has stuck around while I quickly went and stretched legs and stuff. Now we've got deliveries to do. Do. So you got your summer sale badge then, Hein? I managed to get mine the other day. Might try and get level 2 of it.
Landing successful. Systems offline. Welcome to our station, Commander. Ship restraints retracted. Clear for egress.
Yes, you did. Good. That's not where I want to go. It was Katama first, wasn't it? Or whatever the hell it's called. Yes, lovely. Bioscope. That's right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Shit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hitting wrong buttons all over the place. Need to have Steam Guard, have it installed.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I remember that was playing up for me at one point, Hein, as well. I find what you're often better off doing is just selling your excess cards. Like, anyway, the way I do it is sell my excess cards and just buy them outright. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hannibal, have you noticed on the Restream chat,
3, 2,
on the actual app, it's showing the incorrect number of viewers? Okay. Like at the moment, if you're looking on the top of my screen, it's telling me I've got 10 viewers, 2 on Mixer and 8 on YouTube. But on the actual Restream chat itself, it's telling me I've only got 2. Oh no, like literally mine jumps up and down. Like now it says that there's only 1 person viewing. Then it'll say that I've only got 0, and then it'll jump up to 9 or 10, and maybe. Oh, they're gonna try and interdict me? Let's wait. Are they? Come on, buddy. You totally look like you want to interdict me. There we go. No, because it was doing it from the get-go. It's been doing it the last couple of streams.
scan detected.
Does it after you play commercial? No, I don't know. Imperial couriers are pretty ships. Okay. Okay, back to where I was going.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I don't know. I was looking at the, I mentioned that we're going for Twitch affiliate, and I was looking at the restrictions on that, or requirements on that, and they seem to have lifted a few of them, which is kind of cool. It looks like you don't have to do Twitch specific streams anymore. Like, they can still be the multi-streams. If that is the case, it should be quite neat. Yeah, before it was, you've got to have 50 Twitch followers. You've got to do 7 streams a month. And of those, like previously they had to be Twitch only streams. Rapid Fire, hello, thank you very much for jumping in and joining. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, looks like the 7 streams that we've got to do can be multi-streams now. They don't have to be Twitch only, I think. And Twitch... Twitch affiliates can now get subscribers as well, which is kind of cool. Just mapping the universe? Nice. I'm just doing a very, very slow and casual sort of playthrough. Having fun scanning all the ice balls. I was doing that. I'll probably go back to doing that just before too much longer. I'm literally shocking for it. If I fly into a system, I want to scan everything. Even if I know it's not going to be worth anything, I'll still generally scan it. Except for asteroids.
Lakon Juliet Echo Sierra. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land. Request approved. Proceed to landing pad 37.
Yeah, for those of you who are... Where are we? Are watching on Twitch, please feel free to hit that follow button. As I just mentioned, we are going for hopefully Twitch affiliate status. Well, we are hoping to go for Twitch affiliate status before too much longer. It would be lovely.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. What do we got at the moment? 43 Twitch followers. Okay, using the market connector, you can throw it up on EDDM. I'm really going to go and look on that a bit more often. I don't use it that often. Okay. And we can now pick up more missions going this way. Grab that one. Use EDDM to find some jump boost resources and make sure I can get out of the wolf rate system. 70 light years away from anything, ouch. Yeah, I mean, once I start doing a bit more out and about exploration and stuff, I'll obviously use it a lot more often again. Okay. Do I have any unnecessary cargo? No. Wonderful. That guy really wasn't worth much. Okay, next stop. Ziljak Silo, sorry. Up, up, and away. Got a few ships leaving port at the moment.
Landing successful. Ship secured. Welcome, Commander. Landing couplet is engaged. Clear for egress.
Waha. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Wonderful.
4,
Hello and welcome to everybody that's joined us, by the way. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated.
engage.
Hopefully you enjoy your stay. Let's see if we can avoid bouncing across the planet this time. I think I just realized what the problem was, Hannibal. The number of viewers it's showing me keeps dropping the number of YouTube viewers. So it's telling me there's 3 at the moment, and according to my view counter, that should be 1 on Mixer and 2 on Twitch. Yep, now it's just jumped back up to 10, so it's including the YouTube ones again. Very odd. Very odd indeed. Hey, the Defiler. You can't have a name like that and be a good guy. Seriously. Hey, it's the Defiler. That's why it goes blank after commercials for you, yeah. As it is doing to me, whether there's commercials or not, it just literally just bounced, dropped back down to 3 again now. I'm just gonna kill my engines for a sec. Stream health via YouTube is saying it's all good. Who knows? Who knows? Not going after an anaconda. No, we won't go after that guy either. Yeah, 616. Thank you for joining us once again. Very much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. We're sort of in much the same situation we were in when you joined us last time. Okay. Just sort of making a little bit of money so we can buy the gold to pay off that engineer. And how about you? Doing moderately well. Doing moderately well. Okay. I was just saying a moment ago, coming in to land on a planet and hoping I don't bounce on it this time. I kept having arguments with gravity last night. We were not getting along well.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. Yep, this is one of those ones that's got that graphical glitch across it.
Lincoln, Juliet Echo Sierra. This is an independently controlled port, Commander. Please submit a request before landing.
I already have.
Access granted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 08.
I will. I think you have to expand from 3 to 4 hours.
Landing gear deployed.
Just looking at extreming your span time. Expanding your stream time. Words, Jester. Holy crap balls. You don't think I'm within the bounds of getting a Twitch thingy?
Now, Commander.
You should be. More than enough, Hannibal. As for most of it, the one that is going to be hardest for me to reach is that you have to get and maintain an average of 3 Twitch viewers per stream. Word, throw them in the bin. Only have 2, yeah. You've got to maintain an average of three Twitch viewers per stream. Insufficient data. Okay. Okay, 7 of these. Just offloading a few extra scans and stuff that I've got. People that you have the most views from is the Russian Federation. I'm not sure what my spread is across Twitch or Mixer, but I know the most views I get is from Northern US. But I'm pretty sure that's for predominantly for my LPs, not so much for the streams. Most of my stream views tend to be from Europe. Do we have any more missions to pick up? I meant to check that and forgot. No. Okay, cool. So all of those going to the pistachio system. You're from Germany, so yes. Oh, Are you now correct? You can see you. Yep. Well, what have we got? We've got. You're over in Norway, Hannibal. We've got Air 616 from Germany. I think Jade, you said you're from Britain, isn't it?
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome, Commander.
Yep.
Enjoy your visit.
We should be joined fairly soon by one of our
Retracted.
US viewers. Okay, I think Trucker Ray's a US viewer. Yeah, you're in the UK? Yeah, so I thought. So, what is drops? Eh? In what context, Hannibal? Let's fly up, not at the surface.
Frameshift drive charging.
Look at the heat building up. Way too close to the planet to be doing this.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message.
Okay, what is it? 11 minutes to drop that one off. Amundsen base. Schilling and Bartow. Okay, we'll do Amundsen first. For an extra 50. Every time I hear your ED sounds, I think it's mine. Okay. Yeah, there it is. I shouldn't have scanned these. Now I'm going to want to attack them. I've got 11 minutes. Trucker Ray, hello! I knew we'd be seeing you in just a moment. I was just saying you'd be hopefully joining us shortly. Okay, so we're after 2 experty-ish level ships.
Hull integrity compromised.
Okay.
Scan detected.
Your internet connection is laggy today and the stream keeps pausing. Yeah. Well, hopefully that stabilizes. Oh, come on, you stupid little eel. Stop flying around. I don't have time for this crap. Come here, little buddy. The biggest problem I have in combat is when I am up against ships that are far more maneuverable than myself.
Under attack.
Right, you can see, it's a friggin' Sidewinder and an Eagle. And they're causing us problems. Which is why, as I have said before, just because they're small ships doesn't mean you should underestimate them. Especially if, like me, your combat capabilities aren't amazing to begin with. Yeah, they blew up my other guy.
Target destroyed.
My apologies. Okay. Lakon did this ship a disservice, putting 6 points on the front of the ship. And it's fat. Yeah. I think, I don't know, the simple fact that you can only have size 4 thrusters on it, I think was probably what I think was one of the bigger mistakes.
Frameshift drive charging.
Like every other module just about on the ship can go up to a level 5.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I don't know. Undersized thrusters and the fact that they've got a big ass glass cockpit right at the very front of the ship. Like, yes, this is meant to be a civilian version of a military ship. So as I've said a few times now, it'd be interesting to see what the military version is going to look like. And I definitely do hope they release it. I just feel though, if they are going to, it's going to have to be more heavily armoured. Does that mean it's going to be considerably slower? Like, the actual loadout that I've got on this ship isn't helping matters necessarily either. Still searching for materials for Elvira Martuk.
Orbital flight engaged.
What is it they needed? Can't remember if... I think I've unlocked knowledge of Elvira, but I haven't unlocked her herself. I think. Ew, landing in the dark. Landing in the dark. Glide is about to end, I assume. Come on. Nice.
Landing gear deployed.
Lincoln Juliet Echo Sierra. Beware of local gravitational conditions when approaching this facility, Commander. Fly safely.
GCRV 6100, is that all for it? Pretty sparse out there. I've barely left the first bubble, so.
Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 07.
I'm going to assume 7's the one on the far side. Because they look, that one looks like a small, and those ones are obviously considerably larger. I may be incorrect.
Maintain current rate of descent.
No, it looks like I might be incorrect. That's 3, that's 6. Oh no, so that must be 7 there. It wasn't impressive. Yeah, there's 7 there. 10 class stars, it looked better.
Descend to flight level 200.
They did have us landing on a big ass landing pad. So we should get an extra 50 grand because we've delivered this within the time frame. Not that that's a huge amount, but no. Better than nothing. And we've got to go back via Kendama, so. Marvelous. So we've got missions coming out and missions going back. We need Shilling Survey and Bartow City. Bartow City being the closer of the two, so we'll do that one first. Don't forget guys, if you are enjoying the stream or what I do in general, please remember to hit the like and share buttons. It helps heaps. And if so inclined, remember to subscribe or follow depending on what platform you're watching from.
Commence system shutdown. Welcome to
Landing
the
gear
port, Commander.
retracted.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Clear for ascent.
I am going to put out the little reminder once again as well. We are multi-streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. So if you're not watching on what is your normal platform, then feel free to check me out on one of the other two.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hello, Commander. How are we doing tonight? Thank you for joining us once again.
2, 1, engage.
Hopefully all is going well. We were going to have somebody try and jump us, but they didn't. Well, that's a pity. That could have been fun. What materials are you looking for here? Yeah, let's not fly back down there. You might be too busy searching and not listening to the chat. Or it could be in combat. Okay, that's the one that said hello to us just before. An expert diamondback explorer. Is he going to come in for the interdict? Woohoo, interdicting! Well, being interdicted. Did I fix Twitch links? Go for the power plant.
Under attack.
Were the Twitch links playing up? I haven't done a lot to set up the Twitch side of it as yet. This fight could be a bit of a pain in the ass. Not gonna lie. Someone came on and tried to post. I think they're all still disabled again. Oh crap. I would suggest posting with spaces. If that makes sense. That way the auto doobie should let it through.
Under attack.
Yeah, it's a shotgun, yeah. Yeah, I was expecting to have a lot more problems with this thing. There we go. Yeah, the last couple of Diamondback Explorers I've gone up against have been lower ranked than that, and they've definitely been a lot more formidable. That was actually quite surprising. That surge forwards as we grab it with the interdictor. Okay.
Hull integrity compromised. Incoming mission critical message.
This one's a novice. Nice jump range, but it's fat and doesn't turn at all. Yeah. Once again, loving that teeny tiny little bit of bleed through that comes through from the lasers.
Target shields offline.
And Kisploosh.
Target destroyed. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
Should probably see what that delivery
Engage.
bonus thingy is. Which one are you? 2 hours and 6 minutes. Are you kidding? Which one was the coffee? That was going to shilling. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that in time. Okay. Still half tempted to try voice attack.
Lakon, Juliet Echo, Sierra. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land.
Okay, we're at the front, so let's get ourselves into place with the thrusters.
Landing gear deployed.
And slide on in.
Landing permission granted. Proceed to landing pad 1-5.
Okay. Oh, piss off with your loitering.
Hull repaired.
Mission board. Was it Pistachio we had to go back through? Oh, we're in Pistachio now. Bell Terminal. Where is Bell Terminal? Haven't I already been to Bell Terminal? No, we went to a Munzen. That's Bell Terminal there. Sure? Kendama, that's where I've got to go to get home. Well, not home, but back to where we've been coming from. Okay. Okay, Bell Terminal is next.
Contact, thrusters offline, deploying ground services. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Ship detach complete. Follow the greens on your way out.
Very populated sector, this one.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We've got now notifications today. It is currently junk mail o'clock. Nothing of interest, it seems. Homida, homida, homida. Hey, what? As much as it's been a bit of a dry spell lately for games that Bale and I have been interested in, there are certainly a number of them coming up. More so for me than Bale, but we've got, was it Mech Warrior 5, we've got Battletech. All games that I'm sort of kind of super interested in. I really hope they don't screw up Mech 5 though. That's going to be depressing if they do. I am super glad they've finally split Mech Warrior and Battletech back up again though. For those of you who don't know, or were unaware, Battletech came first. Well, technically Battle Droids came first. Yeah, Battletech, well, yeah, Battle Droids came first, but then because LucasArts, or Lucasfilm or whatever it was, put the copyright on droids, it was renamed to Battle Tech. Information will serve you well.
Hull integrity compromised.
But yeah, it became Battle Tech, which was originally just a board game. And it evolved into the tabletop war game. MechWarrior was the RPG spin-off. The way I always put it, the difference being in Battletech, you play as, you know, the one in command of a whole lance of troops, whereas in MechWarrior, you're literally role-playing one pilot. And it wasn't until, I think it was WizKids that screwed that up. Damn it, I was hoping to get the collision. Don't you jump on me, you prick. Yeah. Canned all fruit and vegetables. Okay.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Spinning around. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's why initially all the MechWarrior games were, you know, you were piloting one mech when they converted to computer games. Mech Commander was sort of a combination of Battletech and MechWarrior. But then when WizKids took control and started making their version of the board game, instead of calling, you know, the tabletop game Battletech, which they should have done, they just put it all under the MechWarrior title. I always thought it was a bit of a mistake.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, that's finally been split back up. The MechWarrior game will be, I think MechWarrior 5 has been made by the same people that did, or that are developing MechWarrior Online. I can't remember the developers that are doing Battletech though. I know they are different developers, and it will be a turn-based game. So, similar to what the original MechWarrior, what the original Battletech was. I'm really looking forward to it. I did consider buying into the early access, but it's a bit too early for it to be really worth it to me. But no, the turn-based games, especially ones that have got multiplayer aspects to them, is one of the reasons why Bale and I chose to do the Elgato combo of the HD60S and the Stream Deck as our next sort of goal. The way we've sort of been looking at that is that we can, for example, I could have my turn full screen, then we can use the Stream Deck to switch over to Bale's screen, which will then be, you know, she'd have her turn, and all just little ideas for stuff we can do. Would make non-hot seat board games and turn-based games kind of interesting, I think. Would also mean you guys do get to see what Bale's doing, as opposed to only seeing my screen. We did manage to do the split screen thing to a point previously, while we were playing Portal Knights. That relied very heavily on our iPads, which was a bit of a pain in the butt.
recon, Juliet Echo Sierra. This port is under federal control. Submit to randomized security scans on approach. Okay, Commander. Make your way to landing pad number 4-5.
4-5. Gotcha.
Landing gear deployed. Hull repaired.
She's wearing funny glasses. She's part of the Pistachio Hand Gang. So that one we've still got to do, Shilling survey. We're gonna go back via Kendama anyway. Accept. Okay. So far we don't even have enough gold to completely fill up the... sorry, enough credit completely fill up the cargo bay of our other ship with gold yet.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing operation complete. Securing ship. You're all checked in, Commander.
Neener.
Visit. Clear the landing pad. You are go for departure.
Hope ticket to Steam. Hope they'll give me answer back. Why Steam Guard is not working.
Frameshift drive charging.
What is it exactly saying, Hein?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, and sorry to everybody for my random bout of lore babble before as well. Yeah. It says I need to wait 15 days before I can send swap or trade. You know that's normal anyway on a lot of new cards, right? A lot of new items, I should say. route. Oh, hang on a sec. I want that. I can multitask to a point. Yeah, because the newer ones you should be able to deal with almost straight away. I do not know. Don't know. I know people say it's crap, but I'm still jelly of that one. You haven't got your Steam Guard linked to your old account, have you, hon? The one that you don't have access to anymore. Because that would be my only other thought, is that you might still have it linked to your old account instead of your new one, which would be why it's not working on your new one. Okay, I gotta watch our top speed because we're in fairly deepish space. We don't want to go flying past the destination. Yeah, fingers crossed they figure it out. I'm gonna start tying my beard up again. It's getting a bit too long to just have it sort of sitting scraggly. The tour begins in Germany. Cromwell Port. You talking about some sort of sporting event? I can never keep up with sports events in my own country, let alone anywhere else. Ah, cycling. Gotcha. Maybe that circular wants to go for the yellow.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. Just noticed we're one person off having a total of 650 followers. Neat.
Landing gear deployed.
Lakon, Juliet Echo Sierra. Docking reservations are in operation at this station. Access is by request only.
Okie dokie.
Landing gear retracted.
I'm literally using the landing gear almost as a braking mechanism a bit to a point. A bit to a point. Yeah. Idiot.
Approved
Landing
for
gear
access.
deployed.
Make your way to landing pad number 05.
There it is there. I like that you can you'll actively see pads light up and get ready as other ships, you know, request docking or are leaving the stations and stuff.
Scan detected.
It adds a nice feel of, you know, it actually being something of a living, breathing universe. I really expected this to be a, like, in a spaceport by the icon for it. Odd. I think that's everywhere in this sector now. Certainly seems to be. Are these all Clark? Clark, Clark. Nice. So at this point in time, we've only got one stop to make in Kendama. Okay, let's go into the hangar actually. Yeah, we're coming up on the 3-hour mark, which means I'm going to go for another leg stretch. What I was sort of chatting with Hannibal earlier about. It's not a secret thing. I've announced it on Twitter. I just found out. What time is it now? Found out less than 12 hours ago that my mum is going in for emergency open heart surgery in a couple of days. Yeah, so she's got to have, I think it's her aortic valve replaced and some repair and or replacement on the other two valves. Yeah, open heart surgery is always a bit of a risky thing, so you know, it's entirely possible that no, obviously, touch wood, it doesn't happen, but she may not come out of it. Obviously, we're hoping that she does. So if I am a bit distracted over the next few days, or if I sort of just vanish for a while, it'll be because of that. I'm not especially close with my family, but that doesn't change the fact that it's my family. So, but yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a heads up in case I do vanish entirely for a bit. It may just be something to do with that. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. You guys know. I will try and keep Twitch. We'll try and keep Twitter as up to date as I can in regards to that sort of stuff as well. So if you do want to keep track of what's happening on the channel or what's happening with myself and Bale, that's probably the best place to do so. We do have a Facebook as well, although I don't update that anywhere near as much as I update the Twitter. So yeah. As I said, I'm going to go for a quick leg stretch. We're hitting the 3-hour mark now. When we come back, we'll leave the sector, do our deliveries, and make our way back to where we've been buying all the gold from, so we can try and sell it to that dude that wants to fix our ship. Yeah. Back shortly, guys. Please don't go anywhere. Okay, ladles and gentle spoons, let's get our return flight happening. Should have it locked in already. Yeah, I do. Marvellous. We'll get straight back into it for our slow flight back to where we started. But thank you very much, Hein.
Landing gear retracted.
Solid contact, power down your engines. Famine has hit this system hard. We would welcome any aid donations you could provide. Ship detach complete. You may exit the exclusion zone.
Come on. That's one thing I've been wondering as well, if anybody can make any suggestions there. As far as upgrading my capacitors are concerned, I can either go capacitor recharge, or the amount of charge in the first place, and I'm sort of curious to know which one would be the better choice. Really not sure.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sort of open to opinions there. Pick the blue one.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Shifting forwards a bit. Ugh. This new chair is comfy, but it would be useful if it had wheels. Okay, so everything we're carrying has to go here. As we move away from the star, away from gravitational pulls, we speed up. And of course we've well and truly overshot because I wasn't paying attention. Oops. I would never do that. Got ships all over the place. As the last time we were here, very populated sector. I want to find another wedding barge that's got a wanted thing on it. We interrupt your scheduled wedding to blow you the hell up. Wah.
Juliet Echo Sierra.
Will you be streaming
Weapon fire restrictions are in
anytime
place
soon,
in
Hannibal?
this sector.
And if so, what are we streaming today? 37. Gotcha. Did I say anything? I was just saying, are you going to be streaming anytime soon? And if so, what are you streaming?
Landing gear deployed.
Let's not crash into the hauler. Planet coaster? Nice. What time are you thinking of starting that one? Don't know if I feel up that much. Well, I'm just going to be doing the return journey back to where we were, where I started off. So that's only, I think, 2 jumps away. Okay, so we're just under 5 mil. Don't know yet. No RimWorld. Why are you doing? Oh, they want me to go back to Pichinchi. Where does that one want to go to? Diophantus Beacon. No, hell no. Games are addicting. They are. Every now and then I get bored and will put one on my iPad and lose too much time to it. Okay. So we're heading back down to Laxac. And via Harem seems to be the easiest way to do it. Have we got anything going to Harem? Playing a free game on Steam Realm Grinder? I've seen that a few times. I've been tempted to pick it up. But I know I will just sit there clicking and clicking and clicking. Yeah, that's not going to get us home. Kenshi's a fun game, Hind, but it's very, very, very slow. It's actually a good clicker. Nice. Some of them can be. They're just too addictive to be healthy.
Punishable by death. Make sure you have authorization before entering the docking bay.
Okay, we're cordial with both of them now. Not very well optimized yet? No, it's not. It's one of those games that I'm almost losing hope that it's ever going to get finished. I remember buying it years ago.
Contact. Engines disengaged. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Ship restraints retracted. Clear for egress.
It is a good game if you are somebody that can role play, I think. Which I can't.
Landing gear retracted. Scan detected.
Yeah, at the rate they're working on it, there was an update a couple of days ago. Don't get me wrong, they do come out, but they're very, very few and far between.
Frameshift drive
And it often
charging.
seems like they don't make any real progress, if that makes much sense. Given the amount of time since the game first got put on Steam, and you know the number of updates that have come out, there just doesn't seem like a lot's been done. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's a great game. I think it would be fun multiplayer to a point. It'd be very hard to pull it off though. Makes sense. Good. Now, odd. Usually if there's a ship out in the middle of nowhere in one of these sectors, it ends up being a wanted one. Come on. Yeah.
Hull integrity compromised.
Let's get a bit closer, not too much. No surging. No surging. You. Kaboom. And that's our next jump. Remy88, hello, thank you very much for joining us. Over in France, lovely.
Frameshift drive charging.
Beautiful. It did the job. Did the job. I often forget for their size, the keelbacks
3.
can take a bit of a beating as far as their hulls are concerned. Now, where have I got that doodad parked? Yeah, there's Trader's Rest, so we want to go to that place. I don't know what you just said, I'm afraid. Nope, AGP operative. My non-English is very, very poor these days. I got that much Hannibal. See what else we got here quickly before we dock at the station. What was I going to say? Oh, crap, it just flew past us. Ah, gotcha. It's interesting, French was actually one of the languages that was quite broadly taught at the schools over here for quite a few years, but I changed schools a lot growing up, and it always seemed to be a case of I'd always started a new school after they'd finished doing the French components of languages other than English. Your English is bad? That's alright. I speak English natively and my English is bad half the time. Seattle, Vancouver. You went there in 2014? Nice. I've never actually set foot outside Australia. I've been outside Australian waters, but I've never set foot on non-Australian soil. So far. I'm not too far off completing my goals for this stream, Hannibal. So if you're planning on doing a thing,
Juliet Echo Sierra, this is Federal Flight Control. You're clear for approach. Ensure you submit a request before touching down, Commander. Access granted. Your assigned landing pad is number 22.
let's throw out the old landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Number 22. Oops, shit. Yeah, back it up, back it up, back it up. Okay. I speed speak? My apologies.
Hull repaired.
Yeah. I don't think I've got anything to hand in here. No. Let's swap our ship over. Oh shit, no. Okay, here in Norway, we had German and French as optional languages, and we had to learn English. Yep, bear with me. We did... Like, French was one of the predominant ones when I was growing up. I did Italian, and Japanese were the main two that I, did at school. Did Italian in my early years of school, and did Japanese in second form. A mutable Twitch commercial. I was just saying that I did Italian and Japanese when I was at school. I learned alone the English. That's alright. Practice. Quite a few of the people in our chat, actually, Jeremy88, are non-English speaking by locality. We have a number of non-English speakers, so you are not alone in that. What I was saying before that, Hannibal, is I've almost finished doing what I was planning on doing. So if you want to, like, if you're planning on going up sometime soon, let me know.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That was not a problem. Not a problem. I'm just going to be running some gold back and forth from the station down on the island. Japanese ever in France? Yeah. Because here in Australia, obviously we're quite close to Japan. So I guess it makes sense for us for trade reasons, etc. English, German and Spanish.
Landing gear retracted.
Those are your languages, yeah. But German and in English.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. That's alright. As I have mentioned before, a few times in the past, Bale and I have actually got to hurry up and start learning some new languages. We've been lazy. We should have started by now. Otherwise, we're going to move overseas and not be able to speak to anybody.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's complicated. The practice is necessary. Yes. Yeah, very much so.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's not telling me that there's a negative impact here. There we go.
4, 3, 2,
Most people speak English. Your sister and her children speak English currently. They lived for 3 years in North America. Okay. It's help. It would, yes. And yeah, as much as many people over there, Hannibal, would at least understand English, I think it would still be useful, especially considering we're planning on moving over there to stay over there, for us to at least know passingly well a few of the local languages instead of having to rely on people understanding us.
orbital flight engaged.
Now this is the planet that I keep bouncing on. Is it Finland? Yeah, that we plan to start in Finland, yes. We'll sort of base out of Finland to begin with and decide where we want to settle after that.
Landing gear deployed.
Hannibal, not in France. Hannibal's in Norway.
Juliet Echo Sierra, commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
You don't understand anything in Finnish? Yes, we want to. We'll probably learn Finnish first. Few people speak another language in France. You understand me? It's interesting. I remember talking to a English teacher quite a few years ago that worked overseas, and they said that apparently of all the different English accents, Australian English is one of the more, apparently one of the more easily understood. Nope, 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 don't crash, don't crash. I'm gonna crash.
Attention, clear the landing zone immediately.
I did. Sorry, bear with me guys, I'll check chat shortly. This is not a fun place for me to try and land. Finnish uses a completely different language tree. I had heard that, yeah. Ow, ow. Ow. Okay. System in Nordic country, if the language is very good, the same in Germany. So we need another 68, one more delivery and that'll be perfect. I really hate landing here. I'm from Australia.
Landing gear retracted.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints.
Okay.
Your arrival has been noted. Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
From what little I've understood so far of Finnish, it seems to rely very, very heavily on pronunciation of very similar words. Like, you can say the same word 4 or 5 different ways, and it means completely different things. You'll see the distance from the surface isn't increasing very rapidly at all. The gravity is sort of slowing down our ascent quite a lot.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Waiting for your game at the French post. Made a sorting error. Tomorrow I may have it. I'm impatient and cannot wait. I'm a very impatient person as well. Excuse the, I know your country. Oh. Yep. Let me know once you're good to go, Hannibal. Thought you were American. That's okay, that's okay. Of the various English-based languages, I can see how a lot of people would get the two confused, so... Okay, you're good to go now, Hannibal? Wonderful. Bear with me a moment. I want this. Okay guys, I'm going to finish up around about here. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody for joining. I'm going to throw up a link to Hannibal's channel. There we go. That should come across very shortly. To recognize the American compared to... Yeah, yep. yeah, comparing against British accents, we can be picked fairly well. But yeah, that'll take you across to Hannibal's channel for anybody that would like to continue on. Please definitely feel free to go and check him out. And yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, as I said. So we're going to go to this here screen, and I'm going to say a huge thank you to everybody for watching. Yeah, please feel free to hit any applicable buttons of appreciation. If you haven't already, go and follow on Twitter, and you'll see updates for when we'll be streaming next. I generally do stream roughly the same time every day, so about 1 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is GMT plus 10, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you very much for watching. This was JesterArke, and this was Elite Dangerous with the Horizons DLC.